Hi, Nas here from NasTime Adventures again. We're back to do the actual installation of the 230 degree awning. So here we are. I don't have Ed from Ed's Four-Wheel Driving Camping here anymore to help. So I had to actually devise a plan to install this on my own. So this will be installed onto that camper trailer. And you can see the brackets there, all mounted and solid. Excuse the mess, I'm actually doing a little bit of touch-up painting. So what we're going to do here today, I've actually come up with the idea of using the box to create or to make up like a template. So I'm going to cut a piece of that box out and mark out all the holes and the positioning, and then I can lay it on the back of the awning. So if I can turn this around, I can actually show you what the back looks like. So you can see there's a couple of brackets, and that's where it finishes. So that gives it, makes it a little bit more rigid. So essentially what happens is, this is actually unusual in that the case on this unit is actually fully enclosed of the unit, so that gives it a little bit of extra weather protection. My only concern with that is that once you cut out the holes, you've got permanent holes in your case, so it's really important that we get this right first time. Now I don't intend on actually moving this or relocating this ever to another trailer, so hopefully I'll only ever have to put the same holes in it once. But the idea of the case being fully enclosed, it just gives it more protection against the weather. So, and I actually think it supports the awning a little bit better, and it actually sits better in there, so it looks better on the unit. So let's have a bit of a play with this. I'll set it up on the tripod and we'll work out a plan to loading this on. Hopefully you can watch it all and it all makes sense in a few minutes. Okay, so the challenge is trying to get this held up onto the brackets in solid form. So there we go. I've got a couple of cable ties to try it with. What I also have to do is measure the finishing point. So because the awning is going to wrap around the back of it, I want to get it as close to the back of the rooftop tent as possible. So there is a little bit of flexibility. So once I've got it set up, I can move the rooftop tent slightly back and forth, because obviously with the awning I won't be able to move it once it's set up, because I don't want to drill extra holes in the, I don't want to put extra, so I don't want to cut up extra holes in the back. So the awning will be mounted, and then if need be I can adjust the rooftop tent slightly just to make sure that it's lined up correctly, and I can do that while I'm away as well, so while I've actually got it all set up. So let's see how we go. So this is the big test now. Make sure you've got it the right way up. So this is the top. You're going to feel your way through the rails in the back. That's what you're essentially lining it up with. Now the instructions do say to do a little cut, little cross cut. To be honest, I just figured I'm going to use the screwdriver because I want to get a hole rather than a cut that could essentially pull away and make it bigger. So my theory is screwdriver's probably going to be better, but we'll find out if I'm wrong or right. Okay, so here are the bolts that going to slide down the rail on the back. Okay, so this is the big test now. See if I've lined it up properly. Hopefully I have, and it's pretty straightforward. The unit weighs about 18 kilos, so it should be easy enough for me to connect on. Just going to get a couple of nuts ready, just to make it quicker and easier to put on. So here we are with the mounted awning. Just a good up and personal look at how it fits. So as you can see there, the bracket there, you pretty much line up with the, because that's the pivot point. That actually comes out and does miss that, except I have added that bracket there. So I might have to come out another inch or so, or I might remove that bracket. That's just a spare bracket because I've got the ladder mounted on the side, so that's just going to help with setting up a little bit easier. But I'll be using it next week, so I'll give it a bit of a run and see what I need to do, what little tweaks I need to make. You can see there, you know, plenty of room for the bolts to come through the back. I probably could have pushed them in a little bit more, to be honest. Not going to worry about it too much now, but yeah, look, that's a pretty good finish. I'm pretty happy with that. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again for the next one. If you like it, subscribe, and you'll see plenty more of it. Thanks, guys.